Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, my friends. This is, of course, the MRC show that never ends. Welcome, everybody, to your first race of your Monday night entertainment here in MRC Tier 2, live under the sun so far in the Montreal circuit here in Canada. Incredible race last week out in Portugal. The topsy-turvy roller coaster ride that it was, and now another challenge face our drivers this evening. We have got the tight and twisty but very fast Canada circuit here. Before we get into qualifying, we have got the man alongside me. I am so pleased he's with me, my teammate this season and one of our very quick top tier 1 drivers. It is Mr. Bobo. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, man. Introduction is getting wilder and wilder every time. Yeah, good to see you, man.
And you, my friend, and you. Yeah, this is a good one, isn't it? We were just talking briefly there before we came live and about this track of how difficult it actually can be for a lot of people. And you mentioned, track limits are one of those key points, and the walls, of course, really, really close around here.
Yeah, the Wall of Champions, of course. Will we see someone crashing into it?
Well, that's it, yeah. That's it. Good evening, Monster. You said teammates in comms, I've been replaced. Sorry, mate. You're on track, dude. You're on track. I know we were teammates, and of course in commentary in Tier 1 for quite a while, so absolutely, mate. But best of luck to you and all these drivers. And exactly this, we were saying how good a track this is. We've got actually Mamudev on the mediums to start off his qualifying session. And this is a track, we discussed it, and on Friday we saw mixed conditions with the rain coming down after about lap 15. And, it really throws something else to the drivers, doesn't it? Not just track limits, but the grip levels as well.
Yeah, the grip levels, especially on the hard tire, like they will feel it in the race. And also with the extra fuel, it's difficult. You feel like you can't turn in as easy when you're on the soft tire. So yeah, interesting to see mid-race.
Absolutely. Yeah, it will be, right, with the hard tires and keeping the grip in them. It seems to hurt the rears quite a bit more. A lot of traction zones here around this circuit, and exactly that. Evening, Mr. Hills. He's speaking to us in French. Johnny, good evening to you as well, buddy. Lovely to have you all with us. Don't forget, lads, hit the like button, and all 70 watching, please do get involved. It's always great as Nick's the first one to cross the line. He does an 11.7 to start with. I'm going to have a quick look at Mamudev as he's coming on the hairpin, because he's on the mediums, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, Panizza already hitting the wall of champions. He lost his end plate for now.
Oh heck.
He just said the time.
Oh, Martin said there's potential rain late in the race.
Ooh,
we're going to see. It is. It's going to be exciting, that one. Mamudev, a really good lap time, and a 10.9 just behind Friddy, and he did that on the medium, so really, really good lap time for Mamudev. And this is something you said, didn't you, Johannes, with, this track and this tier, so many drivers could potentially win a race round in this season. So, there's a lot to play here as C8 now goes provisional pole.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers we were discussing before the season started, like who will win this championship, and we thought, the most people said like Doris. I don't see him today, I think.
Doris? No, you're right, he's not racing this evening, and I know Loppy has got a qualifying ban, so he will start at the back of the grid unless anyone does get disqualified. But we were talking about the track limits as well, and we've seen, I can't remember what it was, I think it was Airways on his first lap had invalidated a lap, and it's so easy to do. Just whether it's the first corner you can invalidate, turn 3 you can invalidate if you take too much of that, and then of course that infamous last chicane with the Wall of Champions you can invalidate there as well, and it really ruins your laps, doesn't it? It can really mount up very quickly.
Yeah, I think you need to doing some extra fuel, like in case you invalidate your lap.
Yeah.
So easy to do here.
No, that's a very good point, isn't it? No, you are right. Yeah, in case you do invalidate, you're right. Like I say, easy to do, but then you do invalidate, and then you think next lap, right? I'll try and take that a bit wider, and then you end up being 2/10, 3/10 slower, just because you're being so cautious, and you can lose a lot of time, especially that last chicane.
Yeah.
It's so easy to lose so much time. You brake just 50 meters earlier, if that, and not even that, to be honest, but just that tiny little bit, just to be cautious, just to make sure, and then you sometimes, as I think Krusty T's hit the wall, and yeah, he's got some damage, just coming out to finish his lap, didn't invalidate though, and does a 11.8 on his first run. But yeah, Roddy. Well, Roddy is one I think I'm going to keep an eye on. So C8,
sure.
He was very quick, and he was very quick on Friday as well. Had a really good battle with Saviour, and I think it was Ugoni as well. He had some really, really good pace. I had a little battle with him for a while, and then because it was, well, I don't know if I'm going to say it was me, but it could also be the car as well. And yeah, he was really, really fast on Friday. So he's definitely one. He's good second at the minute, ahead of C8 on a 9.5. That's a really, really good lap from him. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on, I think.
Yeah, he was very quick last week in Portugal as well. He became 5th in the end, but he was, I thought, leading the race for some laps. He was very quick as a debut.
Yeah, and we saw, I think it might have been in Tier 2 actually itself last week, or it might have been Extreme. I was watching, and he into Portugal, he made the most incredible overtake into turn 1, got the switchback. I can't remember who it was on, got the DRS on him. That was a Tier 2. That was incredible driving, absolutely superb. So definitely a welcome addition, of course, to MRC, but as well, not just that, but definitely one we're going to keep our eye on. Exciting driver.
Yeah, it definitely is.
But the lap times are coming quite thick and fast at the moment. Most drivers out on circuit. We're looking at Armour Red coming through the hairpin. We'll do a quick on-board lap soon. Yeah, Morris saying because of the shadows, the last chicane is quite difficult at the moment. So that's right on board. Yeah, there are a lot of shadows. He's right there going into the final chicane. Armour locked up quite a lot into there. Would have lost a little bit of time, lost a lot of momentum, but this is going to be a 1:11 or 1:10.8 from him. 3,000 behind Case of Soze. So still a good lap. Everybody's did invalidate. He's had to go again. What about Mr. Hills? No, that's Alex Edric, because Mr. Hills is in 10th now. What about Alex? He's on an out lap. So let's do an on-board lap with Mr. Edric as we go around into turn 1. Then heavy braking into turn 2. Easy to lose the rear on exit. Got to be patient as he does. And then the hard braking into turn 3. Takes a wide line. Doesn't go too close. Easy to kiss the wall as well through there. Then the long turn 5. And then heavy braking into turn 6. Easy again to lose the rear here around 7 as you try to get the power down with the DRS wide open. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead as he comes braking under the bridge. There it is, into turn 8. Easy again to lose the rear through turn 9 and drift round it. He's got a car now moving to the side. That's his teammate as he brakes into turn 10. Loses the rear. Oh, well held, Alex. As soon as he hit the brakes, the rear wanted to come round on him, drifted through. There's turn 11. DRS now wide open. It's going to be interesting to see if he tries to finish this lap. Not much of his ERS battery left. Is he going to finish the lap, or is he going to bail? He is going to finish the lap into the final chicane. Keeps it well away from the wall of champions. The double DRS in effect, and he completes the lap, and it's a 10.9 from Alex. That definitely cost him about 2-3 tenths, you would have to say.
Yeah, indeed. If you're looking to the times, man, like one blink of an eye, and you're a P6. One mistake, so close, like the top 2 to.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Top 11 to top 11.
Pretty much. Yeah, well, yeah, 3 tenths separate second to 10th. And then that is really, really close, isn't it? That is fantastic. I mean, Roddy set the benchmark, a crazy, crazy lap. That'll be interesting to see where that would put him in Tier 1. I mean, I don't think I did a 9.5 in in time trial, to be honest. That's how quick that is, which is scary how fast he is.
Yeah, it's very quick, no? And if you look for the top two, Armand was last race P2, and Nick was P1, and they're at the place 8 and 14 now. So everyone has a good chance in this tier, man. It makes it so exciting.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Absolutely, it really, really does. I think that just makes it so exciting, doesn't it? It also makes it exciting, and it's part exciting. Ooh, Nick's got no front wing. He'll be coming into the pits. I think he's got a driver ahead. Didn't really let him through there, but not sure who that is going to start their lap. Let's have a look who's on a lap. Quesaso's just starting his next run, so keep an eye on him. Doesn't invalidate in turn one. We've seen that a few times. The drivers have gone, and then you look at the track map on the right-hand side, and that's all red for an invalidation. But no such problems for Steve. Got a car ahead. 2 cars ahead, actually. They'll be hoping for a little bit of a tow from them. But that's very snaky. Through turn 6 and turn 7, they're easy to do. As the Sauber moves out the way.
Yeah, a few cars, they're on the outlap, so we'll see sometimes coming in the upcoming minutes.
Yep.
6 minutes left.
Absolutely, yeah. So time for a lap time to pit. I think Soze could be able to do that if he takes that opportunity. See what he's doing on this lap. The DRS wide open. No one there to give him a tow. So it's all going to be Aston Martin power. He breaks into the final chicane. Keeps it nice and neat. No Wall of Champions for him. Using the last little bit of his battery towards the line. It's a 10.8. So close to his previous best. But Panita's popped it into second, and Moritz is up there in third as well, so they've improved massively on their times. And that's it. I mean, they're still in the 10s. That lap time from Roddy was just ridiculous.
That's insane, man. I think that's tier 1 pace what he's showing right now.
Yeah, I couldn't disagree there at all. Yeah, I think you're right.
Interesting to see, like, if some people will get closer. Just a tiny bit, maybe.
Yeah, I think we've got, of course, the track rubbering up now, and because the drivers are now going to get their eye in, and that's what we normally see, it's not just the track rubbering up, it's people getting comfortable, people getting used to their setups, as Sambal does a 12.5, puts a lap on the board.
Yeah, Louis just became P3 again, just 2 tenths quicker. Yep. And they're again both together, the racing bulls, so last race as well.
Yeah, they're going to be one to watch. I mean, it was Kick Sauber, wasn't it, last season? They were one to keep an eye on, and they're still there, 5th and 6th. Again, very formidable, very scary pairing, Friddy and Airways. And C8 and Moritz, obviously very new to MRC, and definitely, catching the eye so far, aren't they?
Yeah, I called them the Constructor Champions before the season started, like in predictions, so I hope they do me proud.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Of course, this is a fast and furious season, I've nicknamed it, because the quick tracks that we go to. And this is no exception, and that makes it difficult, I think, for people, because, his car's invalidated right at the end of his lap, so he's going again. See what he can do. Hopefully it didn't invalidate his next lap as well. It hasn't gone green, so it may be he's on none, so he's just doing an extra slower lap.
Yeah, you see a lot of people in the pit now. I think they wait for a minute to go out, just the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting at the end. Roddy's on track though. Roddy's on an out lap, so he's going early. Evening, Colin. Most are saying he's struggling with the qualifying. Just take it easy. I know your setup that you just told me, but keep your head down, my friend, and see what comes.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will struggle with the qualifying, with the track limits and also like the close walls. You can easily go into the wall in this track, or kiss it at least.
Oh yeah, you can easily, can't you? And that just causes so many problems otherwise with it. Invalidation as well. And we're seeing that a lot. Everybody's did one early, had that problem earlier. A lot of drivers now starting to leave the pits. So we're going to have an incredibly quick last 2 minutes. Let's keep our eye on Roddy, who's got a bit of clear track ahead. Next driver's through turn 1 and 2. So he should be okay for his lap, in theory. Let's keep our eye on him. Little lock up into turn 1, but gets it stopped for 2. And can't nicely rotate it early upshift to keep the rear in check, because it's easy to spin it there. Has a few stabs into turn 3. Keeps well away from the wall. The exit of 4. Turn 5. Keeps it narrow for the braking of 6. Doesn't take any of the inside curb. Does a touch through 7, which is fine because you don't want to use too much there. That can easily spin the car around and really unsettle it using that curb. But it seems to be okay. Heavy braking under the bridge once again. Use a lot of the first inside curb. Doesn't invalidate though. And nice and neat once again. So what's he going to be like into turn 10? He's slightly up by 44 hundredths of a second. The purple middle sector.
Watching some other cars are going. Airways 2/10 up as well.
Brilliant. We'll have a quick back to him as we watch Roddy finishing his lap. Coming through the final chicane. He had validated his final run right at the end. I don't know if he would have improved or not. He's backed it out, so I'm not sure. But you said Airways quicker. He is. Watch him at the end of sector 2, and he's even quicker again. This could be a good lap. Set him up potentially second row as it stands. A lot more people. Everybody's set a good lap there in a 10.6. So he now splits the kick. Saubers.
Ooh, there's a yellow.
Yeah, I think it's a slow-moving car, just letting people through, I think. But let's see what Airways can do towards the end. It's a 10.4 for him into third. Where's Panizza? He's bailed on this lap, so he may try to get round, and maybe struggle. He's got less than 50 seconds left to get round C8 on an out lap, but he will get that lap in. Let's have Sociopath in second on a 10.3. That lap from Roddy is still standing so strong. Friddy in a 10.2 now.
Moritz was 5/10 up as well. He will finishing his lap in a second.
10.1 for him. Yeah, good lap.
Wow.
Yeah, really good lap. Where are we on? We're on with Jackster. He's invalidated his lap. Soze's just started. He's just finished a lap, sorry. He's in 8th now. That's a 1,000th off C8. So where is C8? There he is. He's slightly up in the first sector. A lot of traffic around, but might not hamper him too much. This seems to be a battle for second, and who can get on the front row of the grid. Gets a little bit of the inside curve, got a little bit wobbly and shaky through turn 9. And get the car stopped. Krusty T retired in the pits. I think he's retired in the pits. I think it was. But he started 10th at best. Still bitten Andrew and Monster. Monster's pitted, he's bailed on his, so he'll start in 20th. Loppy in 19th. Carl not set a lap time either. Disappointing from them.
Improving his lap as well. He will finish in a second.
Yeah, getting a nice little toe, isn't he? Is it 10? 10.3 in the 5th. That is so close. 2,000 ahead of Armour Red. What about Panizza? Panizza's spun at the exit of the hairpin. What about Mr. Hills? He's invalidated. Mr. Hills 14th. Carlins, where is Carl? He's coming up the back straight now. Monter's having a bit struggling at the moment, but hopefully the race just keeps it calm. Carl's invalidated, final corner. He will not set a lap time, so that's qualifying for everybody now. So Roddy with a 9.5 takes pole position by nearly 6/10 of a second. For Moritz in second. Friddy will line up in third alongside Sociopath. Then we've got C8 Lou in 5th, Armour Red in 6th with Nick. Then Panizza lining up behind them. Then Airways and Kesa Soze in 10th. Jackster ahead of Krusty T. Mamodev in 13th ahead of Single Track. Then Error Voice in 15th. Alex in 16th. Sambal in the other Ferrari is 17th. Bit in 18th. Loppy 19th. And Monster in 20th. Well, that was an interesting session, wasn't it? The times didn't have come down, but that lap from Roddy, that's just ridiculous pace, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Was battle for P2, but I'm wondering, like, what his wings are. Like it can be a part as well. Like maybe he is running a little bit higher wings, good for quali. You don't know.
No, that's true. And we've said, we have heard, oh, Carl's struggling with a virus tonight, so he's not very well. So well done, Carl, for racing as well, as it stands. So congrats to you. But look at those times. I mean, half a second separating second from about 14th, which is
Yeah.
incredible. So that is so close for only 5 tenths. And it is a short lap still around here, isn't it? You're looking at a 1:12-ish in terms of a lap time in race pace. So, yeah, it's still going to be quick. And if there is that rain, and if we get, because we got the 5 minute break now, I noticed it on Friday. That 5 minute break, that's possible rain at the end, really starts bringing that into play a bit more.
Yeah. Did you have like a Friday, the whole race, some wet conditions or?
No, it was just it came in on lap 15, so 35
Oh
lap
yeah.
race. So it came in then. Um, yeah, so it was. I mean, I did 2 pit stops. One because I thought I had wing damage, but was unsure. And then I decided to pit, and I thought, yeah, it'll change my wing. Didn't change my front wing. So I made a daft pit stop
Yeah.
for no reason, but probably helped because of I did 2 or 3 laps on the inters to start with. So it probably helped towards the end, even though the rears were not nice, I must admit, after about 17 laps on them. And then realised I actually did have front wing damage as I crossed the line. So yeah, it was an interesting one. But if the rain comes, it's going to be interesting to see who has got. You just mentioned that higher wings, and who's just who's kept tyres. It's going to be interesting. We saw on Friday some people use the mediums and some people use the hard tyres before the rain came. I personally used the mediums, and they did go off just before the rain came, so I was forced to pit.
Yeah.
I think I had a moment or half spin, I can't remember now, and yeah, I was forced to pit a lap or so earlier than I wanted to, but I think it kind of worked out well. Yeah, so the hard tyres were definitely a good tyre midway through the stint, so it's going to be interesting to see what the strategies are going to be, and if the rain is just at the end, it makes it more of a two-stop, doesn't it? Because you're going to have to use the standard strategy until the rain potentially comes.
Yeah, and will we see like people starting on the hard tire, like struggling in the beginning, but they can stay out almost the whole race, but it'll be difficult, but it's a possibility. And last race in Portugal, it was raining, and then it stopped raining. It was like a wet condition tire, then it was dry condition, so it was so strange to see.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
was,
that was
wasn't it?
Portugal. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
that was a
Portugal,
big.
so
Yeah, because people put the dry tyres on, but were really slow with them because there was just no temperature in the track.
yeah.
So they were genuinely slow and couldn't get the grip. And I can't remember who it was stayed out on it for a little bit
Flaherty.
longer. The fly, and
Yeah.
it started to work for him a bit
Yeah,
because
he
he got
said
more
like,
grip, didn't he?
he will he will be having problems, but he was the only guy who didn't have a problem, so that was
Yeah,
genius.
it was genius. Absolutely. I wonder if we're going to see something like that because, look at it now, very cloudy. There's no going to be no temperatures, so people on the hard tyres are going to struggle. But that could easily help them if they're in the pack.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be interesting. Evening, Carl. Mr. B17 is in the YouTube chat. Good evening, folks. Now, again, don't forget to hit the like button as well while you're watching. Everything to help MRC.
And also like starting on the hard tire, like it can be a smart decision because like there's a lot of high potential of a safety car, like with the close walls and the fast racing around here. So the people that start in the back on the harder tire, and if they can stay out after a safety car is coming in, they can gain some positions. If people, more like in the front of the grid needs to pit because they're on medium or soft. I don't think we will see many people on the soft though. But
I know, yeah.
yeah, strategy will be a key around there.
It will. People are going to start raiding up in a moment, so we'll keep our eye. We'll check those tyres. It's going to be interesting, like I say, to see if that rain does come and when it comes, because as well, then, you know, that risk of safety car, that brings another mix into it as well, because, of course, the race is slower behind the safety car, and then that just means the rain's going to come even sooner as well, isn't it?
No, indeed.
So just waiting for the drivers to start readying up. Didn't even get the timer, but there we go. Formation lap is underway.
Let's see the tire strategy.
Yeah,
Ooh, there's a lot of mixed strategies.
Yeah, it's pretty much an even split almost amongst the grid.
It's even split.
Yeah, is it even? Is it? I can't do maths. I've had a long day. Oh yeah, it is 10-10. Yeah, good boy. I can't add up clearly. I'm a salesman and I use a calculator. What can I say? But yeah, that's a good split. That's going to be interesting off the line, especially the first lap or so, because see with Sociopath, see what Nick can do coming through the field. Maritz as well lining up alongside Roddy. See, well, that's going to be an interesting into turn one. And Sociopath there, and Nick got Jack's a Crusty T, single track as well. They were looking to gain places as much as they can, and you know, we mentioned about sorry, I'll start that again. About the rears heating up and overheating, and then the wear coming in. And I found it was about. I mean, it could just be the level of guys I was sort of fighting with. But about lap
probably
7,
well.
lap 8, probably was a bit of that. But lap 7, lap 8, where the hard tyres really started working, and they were a lot quicker. Must be honest, they were really quick. So, you know, if they're there or thereabouts, if they get the hard tyres working, and there we go, lap 20 to 34. Well, from lap 20 is when you want to look at changing the hard tyres if you started on them. So as we got
like the top of the grid more on the hard tire, like most of them, and on the lower side of the grid more on the medium. So it'll be really interesting.
It certainly is. I think we're going to see a lot of overtaking, a lot of side-by-side action. Hopefully no damage or safety cars, but everyone now lining up on the grid. And we've got everything on display here. So now we have got 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And tier 2, we go racing. It's an even start, but a good start for Maurice in second. Those medium tyres working absolutely beautifully. And already into turn 1, he's got the move done on Maurice. And there's a kick out, but I think that might have been Freddy. He's gone round. So that's allowed Sociopath through. It was Freddy. Into turn 1, just didn't get. Monster's retired. Monster's been hitting Monster out already. There's a safety car. Oh, Monster, that's horrible, my friend. I don't. Oh, heck. Oh, wow. Don't think he's had an incident with Carl there. Carl's missing a front wing and Monster missing a wheel and front wing, and he's out already.
Yeah, it's an early safety car, man.
That is a very early safety car. 2 corners. Carl started on the medium, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. But yeah, that's wow. Single track, great start from him on those mediums. He's now up to 10th. Alex as well, he's up 3. Loppy up 3 as well. Mamadev, poor start. Freddy had that spin early on, so yeah, he's now dropped down to 18th. But up the front, Nick, well, he started on the mediums, and Nick got a great start as well. So those mediums worked well for a lot of the drivers.
Yeah, Nick had a beautiful start. I was watching him. He was overtaking at least 2 cars. I think he started. Let me see which position he started.
7th, I think. Was it 7th?
Yeah, 7th indeed. Yeah, he gained 3 positions. So and single track as well, like 4 positions. So. Yeah.
So this will help the medium tyre runners, I think, with this safety car. Just take them that extra lap. Yeah. But as well, again, if the rain comes, it will help the hard tyre runners, make them last a little bit longer. Alex has had to pit. I wonder if he's got damage. Alex Edric in the Haas. Let's have a quick look. We'll keep our eye on him as he comes to the pits. There is a front wing, I think, waiting. Yep, he is missing half a front wing. And he started on the mediums, so he'll probably be taking the hards, which he does.
Yeah, Moritz just straight away overtaking Roddy.
Yeah, he got a lightning start. Yeah, Roddy just seemed to get a little bit... Yeah, he got a little bit of wheel spin. It's either bogged down on him or just couldn't get the rear hooked up and the traction hooked up. And yeah, even under braking into turn one, Moritz was already in the lead on the outside. Oh, Monster's distraught, bless him. Take a nice chill, mate. I can't remember if you're on comms. I think you are for tier 1, so have a breather.
Yeah,
Thought he was. I do the parents every week and I can't remember who's doing what. I'm terrible. But yeah, it's still very dark here. We don't know when the rain's going to come in, so let's get rid of all that. We've seen everybody now. But yeah, look at that. There's also a two-stop strategy, and the two-stop, I worked out if you hit the pits and someone is, let's say where Carl is, they're coming into the hairpin and you're in the pit lane, that's roughly the time it takes for a pit stop. So you don't lose a lot, but it's because of the speed of that final sector, you do lose a little bit more time than you would say on a conventional track. Oh, Monster's not on comms tonight, that's my fault. Sorry, mate. Well, at least you got a night off. You can go and relax. But yeah, so it's one that even then the two-stop, because of the time you lose, unless there's the safety car around your pit stop window or even halfway through your final stint and there's a few gaps behind you, then it's the only time it's worth taking it, I would say.
Yeah, the pit stop line, pit loss time, it's around 15 to 16 seconds around here, so that's a really quick pit stop.
Yeah, that is, isn't it? Yeah. Wow.
I think
didn't realise it was that minimum.
I believe is really quick as well.
Yeah, that's quite a short pit lane, isn't it? Yeah, unless you've got some Portugal's not too bad. It's quite long. I think Imola and Silverstone are the longest too on the counter, because Imola, you finish the pits and you're still just trundling along for ages. It's the longest pit exit I think I've ever come across. Silverstone's the longest pit entry, and Imola's the longest pit exit I've ever come. It never ends. Right, safety car in this lap, end of lap 3. So we'll have another lap at least before. Ooh, that was a bit slow for Moritz around the hairpin, letting the safety car get ahead. Nearly caught Roddy off guard, but as long as we don't go too slowly, which then we had a ruling about trundling along under safety car too slow, but doesn't seem to be too bad at this moment in time. Everyone now trying to box up behind. I think someone's happened a bit further back with Panizza and Armour, maybe accidentally overtook each other, but they've now caught the pack. Now then, when is Moritz is gone early, but caught Roddy with him and caught everyone else. Sociopath napping, but tell you what, Roddy's got a good run on him. Down the pit straight, can't pass until the start-finish line. Now he can overtake. Now he's going to have a look to the outside line. Heavy under braking. Oh, nearly contact. And he's now got the inside line into turn 2. Gets the move done, but Moritz is going to try the old switcheroo with the higher grip, and he's now got the inside line into turn 3. I think there's a little bit of contact between them.
Yeah, that was definitely contact, man.
It is quite narrow, this track, isn't it? But yeah, there was definitely contact. There's a virtual safety car. Something's happened. That's Airways now. It's a poor night for the kick. Boys, so far Airways had a spin somewhere as he got damaged. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's missing a front wing. Oh, the kick, boys. It's not going well at all for those two. That's heartbreak because it's only a virtual and so early in the lap. When's it going to go green? And he's going to lose so much time, because surely that'll go green and go racing before he's even in the pits, or at least when he's in the pits.
Yeah, around that, I think, yeah.
But I think we're about to go green because Roddy's powering away. It is green. Down to Delta, very nice. He got 7/10 on Moritz through there. And now the hard tyre showed Roddy in the Red Bull. Yeah, that's now enabled. A lot of battles through this field. Single track now up to 9th. So he's having a good race so far. Behind our other administrator, Mr. Casey Soze. And of course, one of our commentators. That'll be a good battle, I think. They're normally very hard but very fair drivers and good racers, both of them.
You see Lowy in 5th, like losing already like 1.5 seconds to Nick. on the harder tire, so he's struggling a lot.
Yeah, and that's it round here. Once, because it's so fast, if you start losing that time out of the DRS, especially if there's a train ahead, which there is, Sociopath really close now, 2 Marites, both on those mediums tyres. But yeah, once you lose that time, especially if these people are ahead, I mean, the only way they're going to get back is the fight, but Louis now 2 seconds already. And you just lose so much time because of the DRS.
Yeah.
It's so difficult.
Maybe he's playing the longer game, like knowing the rain maybe will come in the end. And another safety car maybe.
Well,
he
that's
can
it,
stay
yeah.
out on the harder tire.
That's true.
If he wants
That
to.
is true. Yeah, could be. Yeah, could do. Because obviously the virtual safety car and the safety car just nullified, slowed the race down just that little bit. But now look at the time now, 2.8. He's losing so much time, and he's going to have a. It is. Soze's not really closing though, but Soze's got a train behind him. Lou's got Panizza and Armour as well up his trumpet, which is not going to be comfortable.
It's a yellow flag. It's a Ferrari driver.
I think that's Sambal, I think it is, yeah. It is Sambal. Panizza, 3 seconds already for track limits. We've mentioned it. You mentioned it in the qualifying. And there we go.
Yeah.
Panizza's the first one. I think we've seen 1 or 2 drivers get a little bit close. There could have been warnings, but yeah, the pizza man has already got 3 seconds on lap 6. You'd be disappointed with that, especially this early on in the race. But look at this, Nick on Sociopath into the final corner, gets the move done on the DRS. Oh, he just kept it out the wall. How on earth did he do that? Wow. I mean, well held.
I thought he was going into the wall.
Absolutely. wasn't it a K-Mag? Was it Magnussen that did that, I think? In the Haas, I think 2 seasons ago, I think it was. In the qualifying, I think he completely obliterated the Haas in the wall and that inside wall. I think it was Magnussen. It could have been Hulkenberg, one of the two. But yeah, I mean, I think he just tapped the wall with the rear. Oh, he's got very snaky now, I think. Oh, that was very scary for him. But look at the time. He's lost 3.7 seconds to them. A single track's got ruined Soze. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, something you need to remember, like when you're on the harder tire in the beginning, it's so difficult, and it's easier like getting a track limit because you have difficulties with braking and turning in. So the medium tire in the beginning is a lot easier, and Panizza is on the harder tire, and he got the 3 seconds time penalty already.
Yes, so's C8, Lou, and Armour Red. They're all on the hard tires. But then you've got single track 1.5 seconds back. He's on the mediums. So as you said there, it's going to be interesting to see, especially in the tight and twisty bits, how much grip he's got if he can start to close that down and not sort of get caught by that DRS that these guys ahead are going to have, and if they pull themselves away again. So he has closed a little bit, 1.1 now. So he is closing, using the mediums to full effect. There he is in the Papaya machine. So yeah, he seems to be doing okay with them so far. And at this point, yeah, they will feel nice, but it's when that crossover happens. And if the crossover happens, oh, it was Magnussen, 2019. Thank you, Damiano. You got me right there with the Haas. They hit the wall in the qualifying. Oh, C8 got it very, very wrong through the chicane, and that's going to allow Armour to have a little bit of a look, and it's going to be close if C8 actually gets the DRS off the back of the Williams, if he gets the car stopped just about, and I think the DRS line is about there on the exit, and then going through turn 11 is where the DRS is, so he is within that second, but so is single track. I think. Has he got the win? He hasn't. He just missed it. Poor exit. The single track, but now he's got Keita Soze, who's going to be close. Not close enough this time round. He's going to have it again as Soze, but Martin looks very strong through that last chicane, but Soze with the overspeed going on the outside into turn 1. Late braking. Bit too late, a little bit deeper now. He's got the inside line. Oh, twitchy rear. Where's the Papaya? There he is, side by side. Exit turn 2. Entry to turn 3, both giving each other just a little bit of room. Oh, Soze nearly losing the rear, and I think that's causing a knock-on effect. It has. Krusty T's out of the session. Jackson got caught up in it as well. And there's another safety car. Yep.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, that was really unlucky. Soze was on the outside through 4. got a slide, and I think it just completely short-sighted Jackster and Krusty T, who were right behind and just couldn't do anything to avoid. That is so desperately unlucky for both them. There was no fault of Steve in any way, shape or form, I don't think, through their battling with single track. I'm just looking, though. I'm just trying to work out on the Aston Martin. I'm going to look through a few cars. There is rain. I think it started spitting. Can you see that, or is it just me?
Yeah, it's raining in Sector 3. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I'm watching Carl, I believe, a bit. Yeah,
So
it's raining in Sector 3.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. With the safety car, is this time to pit? Nick's in the pit, single track pitted as well. So is Evervoice. Let's keep our eye on the tyres that they're going to use. Are they going to Inters? Nick is going to the Inters. This could be perfect timing. A couple laps under the safety car. And I think Roddy and the leaders have caught the safety car. They have not had the opportunity to pit. So some people actually stayed out. Bit stayed out. Mahmoud stayed out. But everyone else behind pitting for the Inters.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Wow.
As you mentioned, they didn't have the chance, or they didn't do it. Let me see.
I don't know when the safety car came out for the top few.
I'm going to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it.
But there's a lot of drivers there that would have had the chance. So maybe Armour, Mahmudev, definitely Carl as well. He would have had the opportunity to pit for the
they had a
Inters.
chance, but they didn't do it.
Yeah, wow. So maybe it was just too soon. Maybe they just didn't react in time, or... Wow, that's interesting. Maybe...
And Nick was really close behind them, and he was doing it.
That's interesting. So I wonder if we'll see anybody this lap decide they're going to pit for the intermediate tyres, but they will lose so much time. They could lose out to Nick, to single track as well. So this could really turn it on its head, because those with the Inters are not going to take any life out of them under the safety car.
No, this could be really big. Let's see if they are going into the pit. No, they don't.
They're not.
I can imagine, like, they will lose so many positions. They will be in the back.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised. I mean, that rain is definitely coming down now. That's the grip. I mean, we already saw it was low grip because it was cloudy and then low temperatures, but wow.
Yeah,
Carl Burnett, hello, Kyle.
Especially on the harder tire there. All of them almost, like, except Moritz and Socioped, and the others are on the harder tires. So it's going to be really tough.
It is, isn't it? I wonder if they think it's going to clear up and it's only a light shower. So maybe they're just risking it while they're under safety car. But the track's going to get damp. It's going to get greasy. It's still going to be tough for them. So I'm still surprised they've done that. You would have thought they would have just taken that risk. I'm going to look forward to seeing what Nick, single track, Air Voice and everyone behind is going to do in terms of the move through. Because we've just seen how narrow this circuit is when you overtake through the first and second sector. I'm going to be interested to see the grip levels that they've got. Maybe not in the opening lap, but at least after the first couple of corners, of how much they push through now and can make the headway as the safety car is in this lap. That's unlucky for Sambal. He's going to be a good half a lap behind.
Yeah, Nick is one position up on the other Inter guys. Like, Carl is between them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would imagine Carl plays the team game, doesn't he? So he might help his teammate. If his teammate's got some grip, may not hold him up too much. But yeah, let's have a look when Roddy goes. Moritz went quite early, but he does go very early. Does Roddy? He's gone very, very early indeed. Moritz has sort of gone with him. Sociopath dropped off the back. But this is going to be interesting to see where the grip is now for all of these guys with this rain coming down. So this is going to be fun, I'm sure. Sociopath really dropped off the back, but a few little snaky moves.
To make mistakes as well with the rain.
Yeah, you're right, isn't it?
Maybe more trick later.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very, very true. They'll be braking early. They just won't know where the grip is. That's the scary point. They just won't know where it is at this point in time. I think CA... lost a front wing.
Louis.
And yeah, it was. He wanted to get the car turned round. But yeah, he did. Single track. Just keep an eye on him. He's behind his teammate who's on the hard tyres. Nick's not dropped bit. Maybe we're sort of getting to the crossover. Is it a lap early? I don't know.
Okay, I'm watching Nick and he's not like closing the gap really easily. Yeah.
No. He's not at this point. But he's started to a little bit. Got a bit better traction out of the hairpin. And of course DRS is maybe enabled. That's going to be the key when DRS gets disabled. If it does at all. In its entirety. DRS is enabled. Of course, second lap now after the safety car. So it's not wet enough yet.
Moritz losing almost 2 seconds to Ruddy. Ruddy's showing some pace today.
I know, again, he is, and on the hard tyres, of course.
Yeah, indeed. So maybe the medium tire, the rear is worse than the harder tire, of course.
It could be, yeah, single track now all over the back of his teammate as the rain continues to drip down. Chris Bailey, good evening to you. Chris said he heard a rumour that Crofty asked me for a signed photo. I wish. I wish Crofty had asked me for a photo. I wish I had had a photo from him, actually.
I think it's still 50-50, the tires at the moment.
It is, yeah. I mean, look at Maritz, 2.5 seconds now behind Roddy. And he's under pressure from Sociopath. But yeah, Chris makes a point. As long as the DRS is online, you want to stay on the dry tyres because then the rain might end. He'll know because I'm sure he'll be in a party with people like Bit, and Bit will know if the rain does end. And that's something we suspected because of people not pitting. Didn't we? So we thought, well, is it just a little shower? And people are just going to try to make it last a little bit longer.
Just outside the DRS for now, 1.2.
Yeah, single track's got through on his teammate, but 2 seconds off the back of Bit. But you're right, like Bit's not dropping off the back. The grip hasn't gone for the hard tyres, and he's the one that's surrounded by people on the intermediates. So, you know, and you said, and you're keeping the eye on Nick, and yeah, he's outside of that DRS, and he's just not closing it down, is he?
No, he's losing.
Yeah.
And Nick won the race last week, so he is fast as well. It's not because of his pace or something. Pace, I mean.
Yeah.
I think it's just a tire.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I'm looking on board now with Maritz, now in third. And that rain isn't getting any heavier. Oh, late break, and he tapped the back of Sociopath, who's gone and hopped over the curb and lost a heck of an amount of time. I think we may see that in the stewards, especially if Nick got... Oh, Nick's got 3 seconds, but Sociopath, yeah, now lost 2 seconds. Got a tap from the back of Maritz, sent him sliding over the final curb and the final chicane. Carl Burnett, let's have a look. Oh, Carl, yeah, the gentleman, we've had a gentleman from America who's a big supporter of MRC, so thanks for joining us while you're at work. Appreciate the support, my friend. I'm sure we'll see you in MRC in the future when you join the F1 community.
Yeah, you're going to be just pitted to have a new wing, I think, but he's on a medium tire.
Well, that's interesting then. He hasn't gone with everybody else for the inters. He's stuck with that the mediums. Don't know if they'll go to the end. You're getting a bit of love off Mr. Bailey in the YouTube chat.
Chris, man, Chris. Yeah.
You're the Dutch goat, apparently. Yeah, you're the Dutch goat.
See him tonight.
Yeah, and he hopes you're on the podium. So, bit of love from you.
That's nice to hear, man. That will be really tough with Coney, Xavier, and all those quick guys.
Wow, look at all this battling further behind. Wow, this is very, very close indeed. We've got Maritz and Sociopath battling away. Armour, Mamadev and Kaiser there. Mamadev! Oh no, how much damage has he got? Half a front wing missing for Mamadev. Alex with a 3-second penalty now as well. But yeah, the inters aren't really working, are they? They're sort of...
No, in the medium, Moritz and Sociopath, they need to go into the pit in a few laps.
Yeah, you would say, but then they're going to come out in these slippy conditions on the hard tyres. That's going to be really tough for them in these
Really tough.
conditions. I thought the rain was sort of easing up a little bit, but it doesn't seem to at this moment in time. I mean, it sort of just comes on like this, or then it stops. There's no sort of in between. So this is now just a battle of who blinks first. Nick's on the back of this train on those inters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we've got cases up there on the back of this pack as well. They're on the hard tyre, so is Armour. So this is a real cat and mouse now. Look at Panizza. He's gapped Moritz massively. He's comfortably in second place, 3 seconds back from Roddy, who's coming up down the start-finish straight and looking to put a lap on CBG Sambal soon. Ooh, as Armour gets very close to the wall of champions. And the exit there. Mamodev has pitted with the damage. He thought he would do. But this is like...
Yeah,
I'm surprised the mediums are still going, to be honest.
Yeah, indeed. And I'm watching Nick. I'm just thinking, like, is he quicker now on the intermediates? But also a part of the thing is, like, they are on all tires, like 16 laps old medium, 16 old laps old hard. So that could be the problem as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is. Interestingly, Airways has just pitted, and so has Mamodev, obviously, with that wing damage. Mamodev's put the mediums on. Airways has put a new set of intermediates on.
Yeah. It's so difficult to choose, but as you said, like, if the DRS is still on. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this. Moritz goes wide in the hairpin, takes the wider line, but Armour's having a little sneaky look at it. He's going to have the DRS, and I'm sure he's going to get through. He certainly does. Maybe those mediums just crying out, but look, this sociopath as well is going to have a look at Moritz. He's got the DRS. This is very, very close under braking. Moritz just keeps ahead, but is he going to be struggling now? Oh, sociopath! Oh, got very, very snaky. Kept it out the wall once again.
Yeah, indeed.
There's a lot of good saves from some of these drivers tonight, isn't there? Colin says there's strange conditions. It is very strange. I don't envy any of these guys. I'm glad they're out there and not us.
Yeah, man. They're two, and they have a challenge, man. Last week as well, and now again.
Sambal's gone round, unfortunately. He was a lap down.
Yeah, he's having a tough race so far.
Alex has pitted now, and he's put fresh mediums on. Trying to take them towards the end. I think there's going to be hard work to take the mediums to the end, but it could work. Was that Moritz? I think it was. Moritz is really struggling on those tyres now. He went very, very deep into turn 8 and nearly caught Kesasoze off guard, but really, really struggling for grip. He can't get the car turned. Again at the hairpin, takes a wide line, and he's dropped 2 seconds in a lap to Armour Red.
It's time to pit. I think he will go into the pit lane.
I think you're right. Look at this though, you've got Soze and Nick. Nick got the better run. Nick's gone through. That was a bit late. Oh, you got it wrong and tried to go around the... I hope he didn't get a warning because he did try. Wow, he's got no grip.
No grip
I think you're right. It is time to pit. Those mediums are not fun whatsoever. Nick got through with the DRS. Kesa decided not to. Wow, this is Nick's bringing himself back in with the inters. He's bringing us up, single tracks up to 17th. Whether or not he can take those inters towards the end, or if it's going to dry up and he'll look for a fresher set of dry tyres soon. But the top 3 are on the hards. Kesasoze also on the hards. They haven't pitted yet.
No.
It's been a good recovery.
No idea. Yeah, go.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I was just saying, Bit in 11th. He had to pit on the first lap with the wing damage and the incident he had with Monster. So he was starting on the mediums, put the hard tyres on. But he's had a little recovery up to 11th. I know people have pitted around him, but not really dropped off the back foot. He's now past him and Never Voice, but he's holding his own still, is Carl.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will go into the pit still, so Carl is in a good position. I think he needs to go into the pit as well.
Yeah, Armour's the one that's pitted.
And what will he do?
Yeah,
that's interesting. He's going for the intermediate.
Interesting. Loppy with 3 second penalty. Loppy's up to 13th. But yeah, Colin's made a good point. It's light rain, but he said now the new Inters will be faster because everyone else is on older tyres. They are
Yeah,
for now, I
exactly.
agree, but then it comes to when everyone else is going to change because the top guys now, 15 laps, if they're going to use that on the mediums, will do that comfortably. We've just seen it. Of course, the few safety cars have helped the tyre wear. The Inter, he says, is a pretty good tyre in this game. Okay.
It is.
I mean, I'm not very good in wet conditions. I managed to sort of get round, like I say, on Friday, but I'm not very good at work. I'm so slow. I'm so scared of the throttle pedal when it comes to doing any kind of wet conditions. I'm so scared of spinning up and going backwards into a wall. So, yeah, I'll take your word for it.
Leader into the pits.
Oh, yes.
What
Roddy
is
now.
he going to do? That's really... Oh, also intermediate.
Oh!
Okay.
It was at that Sauce's. Sauce's out! He's hit to the wall. The champions as a safety car. Everyone behind, look at this, is taken into the pits. Oh, Kaiser. I don't know if he got a tank slapper. I'm not sure what happened, but into the wall the champions goes Steve from a great position. Oh, that's heartbreak. But everyone now pitting. Fresh intermediates. For everyone at the minute. Oh, C8 Lou. C8 Lou's got a drive through for speeding under the safety car, but everyone, the top two were through past the safety car, so they're going on the Delta time now. Yeah. Roddy got in, Armour's just pitted, so he's now come back out in fourth. Everyone, is pitting. Well, Bit, that's interesting. Look at this, Bit and further down, they're all pitting for new mediums, not new intermediates.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Another split.
What's your feeling? Like, my feeling? No, what's your feeling? Which tire is the best right now?
That's a very good... I mean, the mediums will warm up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, let's just go on board with Armour under the safety car. The track looks greasy to me.
Yeah.
Because of the rain on your screen, on the visor, if you use cockpit cam, and you'll feel like there's no front end grip. You'll feel it under braking, you'll feel it as soon as you turn and put the throttle down. It's going to be greasy, it's going to be tough. I think the Inters, as Colin said, will just give that extra little bit of confidence in these conditions. So I think intermediates could be the better way forward.
I think I can agree. The only interesting thing could be if the rain will stop.
Yes.
And all the mediums can stay out, but I don't know. I'm not the forecast guy.
Oh, look at this. Roddy just got through ahead of Panizza. I was watching Panizza leave the pit and just Roddy beat him.
And Luke single track, man, P5.
Yeah. And he got that extra pit stop in as well, so he's having a great race. Did use those Inters to good effect, and he pit under the last safety car.
Yeah, he gained 9 positions to today's race so far. Era voice as well.
Yeah, he's having a very good race. Sociopath would be glad, I think, to get that pit stop, and though his tyres were not feeling too good. Friddy as well is back in the mix in 8th. Maritz, he'll be heartbroken with that because obviously he was in 2nd and back in the top 3 and now finds himself in 9th with everyone pitting around him. But yeah, this is now going to be the fight of, like you said if the rain starts to stop, especially the next couple of laps, and it makes those mediums.
Already, like in during the race, too much time on the mediums. That we have no idea, of course.
Of course
I'm not sure as well, like if the DRS is still on after the safety car.
Oh yeah, good idea. We haven't seen it be disabled, have we yet? So come on, folks. Only 6 of you have liked the stream so far. Please, who hit the thumbs up button. 18 of you watching. We want to get into double figures. Colin said the softs around here is a horrible option. It's good for about maybe 4 to 5 laps, and then the rears are burning and you slide everywhere. That's very true. I think that's just the softs in most places. There used to be quite a good race tyre around a lot of places, didn't there? But they are quite difficult around here.
Yeah, it is. When we will see the safety car going in next lap, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Lou's now joined the back. Let's have a look at these penalties. So Lou's going to have to pit. So is Alex as well. They've both got drive-through penalties. They'll have to take them at the end, I'd imagine, of the safety car. 3 seconds for Panizza and Nick. 3 seconds for Jackster and Loppy as well. Let's go back to those. We know the tyres as well. It's a good mix. Everyone on Inter's down to bit in 10th. But Roddy doing, you know, he got the lead back from Moritz early on and just sort of kept the gap at the 3 seconds, really, hasn't he? He hasn't charged off. I mean, I suppose with virtual safety cars and the safety cars, every time he's tried to build that gap, it's kind of been stuck, hasn't he?
Yeah, he is. And Airways, he already had 4 pit stops.
Wow.
I was watching. But he's still in the mix. And remember the point system changed, so
of course. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So that's the thing, like with a lot of safety cars, like you want to keep racing them, and even a few points can help you.
It can, and Roddy's gone already very early. Really caught Panizza napping, who's now under pressure from Nick, but won't be able to pass, of course, until the start-finish line. But Roddy really got the hammer down and away he goes. Panizza has got Nick for company. Is Nick going to have a look into turn 1? He's trying to have a sniff on the inside line. Cut the corner a little bit. Might have got a warning for that one. Don't want too many of those, but trying to not make contact with the pizza man. The single track is there in the background. He's trying to into turn 4. That's very, very tight. That might be the warning as well. But then Panizza got one. Now he's got to slide through turn 4. This is so close. Nick desperate to get through and late on the brakes. Is it just enough gap there is? Panizza saw him late, but Nick's drifted in. Nick's now lost it round. Oh, and he's lost his wing, Nick. And there's a yellow flag. Everyone, he's still going. Oh, that's heartbreak for Nick. So tough. I tell you what, Bit's struggling for grip. Everyone behind him is on the mediums. He's going to be interesting to watch. They've really dropped off already. Not got the grip. Not found the heat into their tyres. So that's really hard for them. But everyone ahead. Off they go. Panizza, after that battle, dropped 1.6 seconds to Roddy already, but he's got Armour and single track for company. So single track now up into 4th. This is a fantastic race for the boss.
He's in for a podium.
Come on. I know. Well, he currently is with Panizza 3 second. It is. DRS is enabled, so it's still not wet enough to disable it. Nick's got another 3 second penalty. I think he's continued on, actually. He didn't actually pit. He's got wing damage.
Yeah, he's got the end plate officer.
Alright, yeah, he's actually passed Jackster and Bit again.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
So that just shows the lack of grip that those mediums have. But look at this, you've got single track, Sociopath, Error Voice, Friddy and Moritz all in DRS from Armour Red, who's dropped off the back of Panizza. Panizza closed a little bit in the last lap to Roddy. Oops, that was Sociopath getting it all wrong through there. Now he's lost a lot of time. He's going to lose some places as well, I think. Yes, Error Voice has gone through. Under pressure from Friddy into the hairpin. That's given single track a little bit of breathing room. He's on even the DRS there, wide open, and the McLaren on the back of Armour.
Yeah,
Panizza's
still on.
Yeah, look at Panizza. That gap is just over a second.
Oh yeah, indeed. So
Panizza looking a little bit more comfortable at this point in these slippy conditions. But Roddy's quick in a straight line. We saw the gaps change, and it's ebbing and flowing a lot. Armour struggling quite a bit. He's really dropped off. Single track's going to be looking to take that third. DRS is now disabled. Oh, okay.
That's a quick one.
Yeah, what are the medium tyre winners going to do? Are they going to pit? Alex has pitted. I think he was on the... I'm not sure what he was on, actually. It's Heather Creek Luke. Tyres. He was on the medium, so... Is he now going to go to the ins? Are we going to see Bit, Jackster and Mamadev go to them as well? Loppy's on the soft tyres, interestingly. 1-1. Ooh, single track getting a bit twitchy.
Into the pit for intermediates. This
Panizza is
Marquez.
less. Yeah, I think you're right. It is, isn't it? But Panizza's just about a second behind Roddy. Oh, he wasn't.
Wow.
He was 7/10. It's 8/10. He's going to have the DRS. I think as the wing open on the Williams. It's not. I don't know where that detection point is, to be honest.
Me neither.
I thought it was at the exit. It was ebbing and flowing around the exit, and he seemed to get a better exit than Roddy. But this is now very, very close. This is interesting. Panizza's still got that 3-second penalty, of course, but seems to have a lot more pace at the minute. Singletrack's made a moment as well. He's dropped off the back of Armour. Sociopath, he's got that wing damage, and I tell you what, Sociopath... no, sorry, he didn't have the Sociopath. Apologies. Sociopath had the moment, but he's flying. He's right on the back of Moritz. He's got himself back up to 5th. There's a lot of really good battles here, and close battles, and I don't even know which one to keep my eye on.
No, dude. Just watch at the times, like the closest times, like Pretty Olsen and Sociopath, I believe, is really close.
Yep.
Battle for P6.
Interestingly, Bit, Jackson and Mamedev haven't pitted again. So they're on the mediums, but they're still going.
Oh, and Moritz is going really wide.
He does. That's allowing Freddy to have a little look. Oh, that was a bit close, boys. Steady on. Freddy had to back out of it.
Took him already.
Yep, he did.
Moritz was going wide.
Yeah, but Singletrack dropped off the back. But I tell you what, Panizza's closing even more onto Roddy for the lead.
Yeah, Panizza's feeling really comfortable.
Yeah, but he's getting very slidey out a few of these corners. Doesn't want to do that too much to take the edge off those tyres. But you can see, look at the rain now. It's really starting to come down that little bit heavier, and you're starting to see it on the circuit itself. And that normally is a good indication to say, look, I mean, we know the DRS is disabled, but it is really, really coming down.
Mamedev is on the medium still.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Carl and Jackson have pitted. Good spot. I didn't see that. I've got it on the screen. I didn't notice. I was looking at the stream. But Moritz and Sociopath having another battle as well. Moritz through again.
They're battling the whole race.
But this is now interesting to see who's got the grip because if there's no DRS.
Oh,
this is
indeed.
a pure pace now, isn't it?
Yeah, good point. I didn't even notice.
Singletrack's closed up again to the back of Armour. But with the pace that the top two have got, Panizza's got 3 seconds, but he's 3.7 ahead.
Now.
He does.
Oh, he's waiting.
Yeah. You thought the same thing I was.
Yeah, but Roddy is like struggling a lot.
Oh, Panizza.
Panizza as well.
Wow.
This is tricky, man.
This is great fun to watch. The control Singletrack's now absolutely flying on the back of Armour Red. We'll get rid of these tyres because we know pretty much what's going on there. Get more action on the stream. 6 more laps to go.
Yeah, Singletrack is doing a really good job. Just 4 seconds in front of Moritz, almost 4 seconds, and he's just following Armour.
Yeah, but the thing that's going to hurt Singletrack, he'll smell the podium, but I think he could smell a second place. But they're dropping time to Panizza because of that 3 second penalty he's got, so that he wants to close that gap a lot more than what he has at the minute.
Yeah.
So he will want to get past Armour and try to chase these two down. But yeah, Roddy is so quick in a straight line. Panizza's not really got an answer for him, even in the slipstream. Oh, he's very twitchy every time he's on the throttle, but great car control.
Yeah, man.
Whoa, Roddy drifting into turn 1 now as well. Oh, this is crazy. We're going to leave those two for a little while, because that really is. Look at this nick on the inside of Freddy. Gets the move done into turn 1. Nick on the charge back. Now both kicks are back high up into the points, 8th and 9th. Both with their own battles. Airways with Error Voice. And Freddy with his train of Sociopath. Nick BT and Moritz as well. They're actually starting to close down single track a little bit. Under 3 seconds, that gap.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's something as well I think single track and Armour are going to really be looking out for, is those gaps as well, knowing that, especially if they know that, you know, Moritz isn't alone and he's got Sociopath, Nick and Friddy there as well. There's 4 of them coming. That'll just worry them a little bit, make them push a little bit more. Is Panizza close enough this time out? Is he close? He's coming out the slipstream. Down the back straight, he's going to have a look at the last corner. He backs out of it, thinks again. I wonder if Roddy went a little bit deep into the first part, because Panizza's trying to get the run. Panizza's got the run. Panizza's going for it, and he's got the move done down the start-finish straight. Panizza takes the lead. Ahead of Roddy. It was a little bit deep. Ooh, a little bit of contact there from Roddy. Wow, a lot of wheel spin from Panizza, but gets the move done. That's a 6-second gap they've got now to third. And I said about that gap, I think Armour had a big moment, and single track got held up because look at this behind. That was a 3-second gap. It's not anymore.
Indeed, yeah, good point.
Wonder what happened there with Armour. Maybe just got a big slide, and you know, just single track couldn't do anything about it. Had to sort of back out.
Yeah,
oh, look at this. This is
a podium.
Yeah,
now, some fast guys behind him.
Absolutely, there really is. This could be anybody's podium now. This is a battle for the final step. And this could be anybody's from 3rd to 8th. Nick, of course, 3-second penalty. Oh, single track getting very slidey indeed. Reed's very close to the back of single track. But again, no, there's no DRS. Just sort of helping a few of these drivers defend, isn't it? It's not giving anybody the overall edge in the straight line speed now.
No, exactly. And Roddy is trying to do everything to stay just in 1 second. Or at least in 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's what he sort of needs to do, isn't it?
He's struggling. Needs is quicker at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting, isn't it? Because there's only 3 more laps to go. 3.5. And yeah, all he needs to do is stick with that 3 seconds. Single track's rear tyres really complaining as he breaks into turn. That was turn 6, sorry, through turn 7. Really complaining. He's dropped a lot of time to Armour, but now under a lot of pressure from Moritz. And I'm sure these two battled out in Portugal. Pretty positive. But Sociopath there as well. We saw. Seen a lot of Sociopath today. He's had a lot of battles, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He had some moment with
Moritz. A few little taps from the back of Moritz there onto single track. But let's have a look at those tyres, because the age of them shouldn't really... 11 laps, roughly, 10, 11, 12 laps for Armour. So all about level. Mamadev's still there. Tell you what, Mamadev didn't pit. He's still on the mediums. He's in 13th. Got a little tiny gap to Alex and then Jackster behind.
Yeah, Jackster just had a moment. That's why there was a yellow flag, but he's fine.
Good to hear. Looking at the penalties. Panizza 3 seconds. He's 1.2 now ahead of Roddy. Nick's got 6, but he's 2 ahead of Friddy. Airways got 3 seconds, but he got 7 seconds over Error Voice, 9th and 10th. Then 3 seconds for C8, but he's sort of having a lonely race. Moritz, wow, through there, got very slidey. That's not a place you normally get slidey through turn 5. And then Jackster, Alex and Loppy all got 3 seconds, and Jackster and Alex fighting. Alex now with 6 seconds. And so is Jackster as well, so they're still having a little battle. They're behind, just over a second behind Mamadef. He was the only one on the medium tyres. This is good going for him. I can't believe he's still on the mediums.
No, I didn't.
That's crazy. Single track really struggling with his tyres now. If he's going to hold on and for a 4th position, he could drop to 6th here if the tyres go enough, because Sociopath and Root's looking racy themselves.
Yeah, and Armour, it looks like he is in for a podium. If he just stays like this.
Yeah, you're right there. He's sort of got that breather, hasn't he, now, to single track, and he'll know that there's Moritz looking at on the inside of single track, late break into turn one, a little bit of a lock-up, runs deep, single track's deep as well, but holds the inside line. I think he's got to be entitled, he was half ahead. There's a lot of tapping and throwing, there's another little tap, and I think that's called single track off because Sociopath now looking, that's, ooh, that was a bit tight through there, boys. A little bit sneaky, there's another single, Sociopath off the track, and now he's lost his wings, Sociopath.
We won't see a safety car, it's only the last 2 laps, but
we won't, yeah.
For Sociopath.
Oh, that is so heartbreaking for him. He's had up and down race, hasn't he, tonight? And
yeah.
Oh, that was a lot of argy-bargy through there. Moritz, I think, locked up and pushed single track off track and then caught and very tight through there. I think single track was marginally ahead. I'm not actually sure at the inside line, and yeah, they're very, very difficult, that one. Not really sure. I think we may see a stewards inquiry on that one. I do believe, but we'll leave that to our professional boys in there. Is the point for the fastest lap still there? It is. And the fastest lap currently is Airways. Currently in 8th at this moment in time at 12.8.
Single track is going for it in the last chicane.
He was. As we start the final lap, Nick's got another 3 seconds. Let's go back to the intervals. Roddy's still there with Panizza. Still not letting him get the 3 seconds. Single track still sliding all over the place. This is the battle for 4th. Because it could be anybody. It could be Freddie even through this. He's going to sit in the back of this pack. You know, Nick's got the penalties. So he might just want to get past him. But no, it's not going to hurt him. He's going to get that position, that 6th place from the Haas. As Nick takes a different line through there, but that's all good. Everyone, look at how they're all tiptoeing through that chicane. The tyres have definitely gone, haven't they? They're not happy. But he does get through on Nick. But
He is just controlling the pace, just staying behind him, playing the smart game.
It is, isn't it? Yep, you're right. Just cut to him as you said that. Exactly right. Benitez looks like, as he comes down the back straight for the final time, to come into the final chicane, he will take the win on track. But it's going to be Roddy who takes the win due to the 3-second penalty that Benitez has. And there it is. Benitez will finish 2nd. Armour Red will going to take 3rd place, the final podium spot. Moritz just ahead of single track, 4th and 5th for them. Freddie will take 6th. Airways has got through on Nick as well. I don't know if Nick's tyres went at the end, so good recovery from both those kick salvers, 6th and 7th, really good from them. Nick 8th, Ever Voice is going to come across in 9th place. Heartbreak for Sociopath. Difficult race for him, but he comes across in 10th, so good points for him. C8 in 11th. Carl is going to be in 12th, and points for him. And then we've got Jackster and Alex.
Mahmoud still on the medium tire line.
I see. Oh, wow. Yeah, they seem to have gone a bit. He was ahead of Jackster and Alex, and they've passed him by now. I know they both had 6 seconds of penalties, but there you go, 13, 14. But Mahmoud, yeah, medium tires, and he's coming home with a point. I mean, congratulations. Well done. Well done, that man. Well done. Martin said the tyres died 3 laps from the end, so yeah, you could see that they just had zero grip at all there. Really hard work. Well done, Mamadev. Loppy as the man to finish outside of the points in 16th place. That was a good strategic race, that wasn't it? It was quite good fun.
Yeah, it was good fun. Some good battles, some difficult conditions.
Yeah, a lot of difficult conditions, you're right, wasn't it? It was so tricky for a lot of these guys, you could see it. The tyres just dying off towards the end, and who was going to be brave and take that chance to put the inters on? And some people did it late, some people did it early, so that was hard work. Really tough judgment calls. But there we go. Podium celebrations and all. We have got Roddy takes a top spot ahead of Panizza in 2nd, Armour Red in 3rd, Moritz in 4th, with single track in 5th. Freddie Olsen leads his teammate 6th, ahead of Airways in 7th. Nick in 8th, then Evervoice in 9th. Sociopath in 10th was C8 Lou in 11th, Bit in 12th. Jackson 13th, Alex in 14th, Mamadev 15th, and Loppy in 16th. Kesa Soze, unfortunately, finished in the Wall of Champions. As he DNF with Sambal, Krusty T, and Monster as well. Who, Mr. Bubba, would you give the driver of the day to? I know you knew this was coming.
Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
It is.
Yeah, I will go between Panizza and Roddy and single track, like one of these three.
Yeah. Good
I'm
call.
going for Roddy, man. He showed his pace in quali. He controlled the pace in during the race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for Roddy. And you?
I'm probably going to go. I'm slightly going towards single track from where he started. And
fair
finished in fourth, so that was a good gain from him. Again, Panizza and Roddy definitely up there as well, 100%. Good recovery
he's
drives from a lot of
deserving
people. Yeah, absolutely. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Bo. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah, man.
And now it's our turn. Let's hope we have some good points as well, buddy.
Some good conditions.
Absolutely, yeah. So we'll be on in 20 minutes' time, where Tier 1 will take to the streets of Canada. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for taking part. And, of course, we will see you very, very soon. Good night, everybody.